For our
Yep.
next guest here on First F4, we want to welcome in Charles Spacht. He's with Erie Insurance, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And you are part of a really big Thanksgiving giveaway. Talk about how this one started with one man and one dinner, right?
It started with one man and his wife, Rick Hinman, and his wife, Jane. They had an extra dinner in their household and wanted to do something with that. So they teamed with a charitable, they teamed with a charity in the community and found a family for that dinner.
Oh, wow.
And that felt so good for them that it was one of those things that continued. Other people observed that and said, how can we help? And some of those people continued to provide dinners. Dinners became money where they went and shopped for those dinners. It became so large that they had to work with other organizations, some of our local grocery chains.
Oh, wow.
And it continued to grow so large that even the grocery chains could not support that. And the partnership that Rick created with Karen Sedgey from Second Harvest was phenomenal to allow it to grow to what it is today.
Which is, what, 36 years later?
36 years later, anywhere between 3,000 complete family dinners
Wow.
to 4,000 dinners. This year it's
goodness.
3,000 dinners that we
My
are
goodness.
contributing to the community.
Who do these dinners go to?
Well, we work with Second Harvest so that they come through and vet out all of the families for us to find those who are in need. They make sure that they go to the organizations who help us go through the distribution. We have teams that work with us to get them to the food pantries and churches, and from there the families come through and pick up those dinners.
Are you able to be part of those distributions where you're handing those meals to families and seeing the look in their eyes? Are you able to ever be a part of that?
Absolutely.
How's that? You must walk away feeling...
It tugs at your heart.
Yeah.
It tugs at your heart. We were actually delivering to some of the organizations. I was actually out personally this weekend delivering to one of the organizations to see the families already lined up looking for these dinners. Rick has many stories that he could tell you over the years going into providing those dinners, walking into houses where people have nothing, and you're giving them something that if they didn't have what you were giving them, there was nothing on the dinner table at all.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a phenomenal tugging of the heart when you see those people and those
And
families.
so often, probably more often than not, there's little kids involved here. So kids who wouldn't have that Thanksgiving dinner on the table.
Exactly. They look at what's in those boxes that we give them, and they're so excited. Look, we have food, we have
Wow.
food.
And I read on the website you include dessert.
Yes, we do.
That's great.
Yes, we do. We look for the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. We make sure that there's the traditional items in that dinner. But then with the partnership with Second Harvest and the sourcing that they do, they provide some of the other extras that really make it special for those families.
Yeah, we work very closely with Second Harvest Food Bank as well in our food drive. Just talk about what they're doing for our community.
It's unbelievable. The stretch that they have with the dollars and to be able to reach out to other organizations to find the value in the food and bring that in and make the most for our community, it's unbelievable. We would not be able to do what we are if it wasn't for Second Harvest.
Yeah.
And our hope is that we continue to grow this and make sure that we're providing for every family that needs a
Where
dinner.
can people find out more about your food drive and what you're doing each Thanksgiving?
We do have a Facebook site. I believe it's the Rick Hinman Thanksgiving Dinner Drive. We do have that on Facebook. They can always reach out to me directly through Erie Insurance, and we can always provide that information as well.
Great.
I'm more than happy to help in any way we can.
You're doing great work. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for the
much.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Very